And with that, welcome to the Topical Presort. Yes, surprisingly an even bigger pun than a normal name, but then again, people don't really seem to get that the normal name is a pun. Anyway, two puns that rolled into one in this show. Yes, as you are no doubt aware, if you're probably watching this, you would know that tomorrow's episode will be on the SEGA arcade board known as the Model 2 and the games released on it. So what better time to take a look at Sega's Model 2 games that they released? Well, I say Sega's Model 2 games because we're only going to be looking at the stuff Sega made, and specifically out of that, only a small bunch, because I didn't want to have to go and download every single Model 2 game. That would just be a bit tiresome, and I don't think it would make that entertaining of a stream, but instead we pick and choose the best, and pick and choose the worst gameplay, obviously, because, as we all know, I'm dreadful. But as I always say, and no one ever asked for, but still, the background music, as always for Topical Presort, is the DS version of the area map theme for Tropical Resort. Because it makes a nice difference. It's instead of using the normal Tropical Resort map theme, I find it funny to use the DS version, which is like basically just a more sort of DS-y remix of the original. But with that in mind, I just need to quickly open up the. I just quickly need to, configure my arcade board, because look, I have one right in front of me. Is not totally opening a program as we speak. Why would I ever do such a thing? So, one thing that is quickly going to become an issue here is the actual aspect ratio of the Model 2. And hey, what's up, Electric? And hey, what's up, Jamie? How are you both doing today? Yeah, so one thing that may become an issue is the aspect ratio of the Model 2. Because it doesn't use 4:3, it doesn't use 16:9, it uses an in-between. Now, this little screen you're seeing here isn't a very good representation, because this is actually bigger than the emulator, actual hardware itself. But when you open a game, it's slightly bigger than regular 4:3, so I had to work with what I've got, basically, in terms of what I can do. But there's only one way to kick this off, and that's with the we're going to go in alphabetical order here. So luckily, the first thing on my list is actually, the first thing in alphabetical order is actually the first thing on the list itself. If that makes sense, because there's a little list which says, oh look, here's these ROMs, which one do you want to load? And luckily, it's first up, so with that in mind, let's go away. So I should have this configured correctly. That's loud. Let's quickly turn it down, because I forgot I'd need to do that, honestly. That's maybe a bit too low. So I'm not good at Daytona USA. I don't exactly make this a secret. I am horrible at Daytona. So hopefully this is fun for you to watch. It's not fun for me to play, however. So enjoy the sort of bad gameplay. Anyway, I guess I should explain a bit about Daytona. It was one of the first games released on the Model 2, actually done in 1993, and it had many different versions, including sort of a twin cabinet, a network cabinet, which includes support for multiple, deluxe cabinet. Like, subsequent different versions were released of Daytona, but it was one of the first in 1993, so it also makes it an appropriate starting point, considering first alphabetically, almost first released, and probably one of the most well-known Model 2 games, actually. Have you seen the differences in the 1993 revision? There are some changes. I do not know them, Electric. If you could enlighten me, that would be great. But yes, I don't actually know any of the differences. I think I am on the 1993 revision. I could be wrong. I know it said on the boot up screen that I'm on the deluxe cabinet, but it should be actually the original version from what I saw. And yes, this was the first Model 2 game release, so a perfect starting point then. As you can see, I'm already screwing up. This is like painful to watch for some people. Like, if I was watching, I can already sort of sense his anger, because he is the speed lover after all. Oh, this is the 1994 revision. Okay, I thought I downloaded the 1993 one because I like went out of my way to look for it. Because this was just classed as Daytona.zip, which should have been the 1993 one. But yeah, as you can see, failing miserably, really far behind, probably going to run out of time soon. Going to get to hear that iconic game over jingle. You know the drill by now. Oh wait, I was reading chat. You don't read chat and drive people. The 1993 one is a different set. Oh well. Still, this is the one that most people know, so I can say that. I can use that as an excuse. Time extension. That won't last much longer. In all my testing of this game that I was doing earlier this morning, in all my testing I was doing this morning, I could not get beyond lap 7 on the beginner course, which says something about my skills in the later courses. And by later, I mean the 2 later courses.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Dear. T-A-M-E-O-P-E-R. Game over. Ah, that was pleasant. Credits. We'll go advanced because I don't know. I guess I'm not gonna go for the hardest track because I'm only gonna play 2 here. Because I think it's a bit excessive to play all 3 tracks. Absolutely useless at this game. I forgot how bad I was because I haven't played it since like December. Even then, in December, I only played it once. And that was when I first got it on 360. Viper doesn't want to go sky high. Maybe. I don't know. We don't actually have that many games, so I guess I could. Then again, last time I said we didn't have that many games, it took me like 2 hours to do them all anyway. So, we'll see. I ideally like to spend about like 10 minutes per game, but sometimes I end up doing like 15-20 minutes per game. Yeah, I did a test stream earlier where I actually played the hardest track, and it didn't go well at all. Shocking drift right there. I'm skipping the expert course, yes. And indeed, it is an epic Topical soundtrack, or just a track in general in the background. Because, for those of you who don't know, this soundtrack was made by the absolute Sega legend, Takanobu Mitsuyoshi. He made some absolutely great Sega tunes, and Daytona USA is definitely one of his finest soundtracks. But yeah, like I think this is also his most well-known soundtrack, and considering he did all the sound effects as well, this is what put his voice on the map. Because before that, like he has done Sega games before this, but like you know, this is the first one where he got to use his voice, his vocal cords. Oh dear. And you get Taki Dude singing for a Ridge Racer game. That is true, Jeremy. Then again, that Hornet was in one of the Ridge Racer games. Oh my. Time extent. No, it's not. Okay. I don't know. Why is there like so many times with Daytona and Ridge Racer though? Seriously, it's very odd. No, that works, I guess. That should have been the end, but it wasn't. But this will be the end, however. I'll read that in a second, Electric, because it's clear I'm not going to get to the next trick one.
You place
GP Rider, G-Lock, R360, Outrunners, just to name a few Sega games Mitsuyoshi did before Daytona USA. Game over. Yeah. Let's go expert. Why not? We've only been live for 10 minutes so far, so we've got plenty of time. Yeah, this plays. Even though I'm bad at the game, this plays buttery smooth on a PlayStation 4 controller. Like, acceleration is perfect. And yes, it is time to fry Sky High, as everyone says, because I think I mentioned this, but Mitsuyoshi also does the lyrics as well as the music, so he isn't a native English speaker, so... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, he's not a native English speaker, so naturally his singing isn't going to be in the most refined English. Actually, the arcade version, I don't think it has as good music as the Saturn version. This track is nowhere near as good as its Saturn counterpart, in my opinion. And I've thoroughly lost any chance that I had of actually coming anywhere decent in this race. Because let's be fair, first place was never going to happen. Well, oh yeah, that's true. David Latesy? Yeah, Latesy. Helped with the lyrics. I mean, technically he's still singing it, but still. I can't wait to play a game that actually requires less concentration than this, because the commentary might be a bit better. I say concentration, we all know this isn't concentration, let's be honest. Like, that just does not scream concentration whatsoever. And the best part is we have 2 more racing games coming up, and I'm equally as bad at both of them as I am at this one. Yay. I don't know how I did an actually decent drift for once. It never happens. I might actually get to the second lap this time. Might be a good start. Yeah, I noticed the driving was a bit jerky compared to like what I'm used to. But I don't have the effort to quite honestly correct it.
You place.
Well, there we go. I've sincerely tortured you, but I didn't come last. But I feel like there's probably a reason. I don't know. Yes, with that in mind, that was Daytona USA. I'm thoroughly awful at it, and that was a good way to start off the stream because it only gets worse from here. So with that in mind, let's go into another game that I'm not good at. For the 1993 version on, I don't have it, so I can't. I just realised that yeah is a different one. Actually, let's look. Do I? No, okay, I don't have it. The issue with the Model 2 emulator is recycle it, don't trash it. Okay, brilliant. The issue with the Model 2 emulator is I have to restart it every time I want to load a new game. Let's find the 1993 version then for electric. So ignore the fact of the keyboard typing and absolutely nothing happening, because something will eventually happen. Should be easy enough to find in theory. That's 1993. Yeah, okay, that should be the 93 version. No, that's not the 1993 version. That's the 1994 version, despite the fact it told me it was the 93 version. You lie to me, video game. Oh, that's it. Okay, here we are. Epic keyboard sounds. It is an epic keyboard sound. That's why I bought the keyboard. And plus, it annoys people. Because when I when I just randomly start typing, everyone's like, turn your microphone off. No, that's half the fun of it. So if I can actually find it, there it is, Daytona 93. And now we close that. Okay, let's try this out then. Nope. There are missing files. Brilliant, okay. Let's reopen the emulator. Well, that was a good use of my time. It's just refusing to load. Really glad that I went out my way to download that. Fine, right. Instead, we are going to play the next game on the list, which I have, which is... Where is it? Nothing on this emulator is in alphabetical order. It goes instead in system order, which I then just realised I can change. So let's do that instead. Let's find it. Here it is. Yeah, sorry, Electric. Yeah, here it is. This is, if it will load, a game which is all too familiar to me, and by that I mean I rarely play it and I'm very bad at it. This is, if it will load, not load, this is Sega's Fighting Vipers, and this was where the Viper name came from, despite the fact that I don't actually like that game this much, and despite the name, I'm very bad at this game, so get ready for some poor skills. But get ready for some great music at least. Like, I don't claim to be Ravseg, I don't claim to be Evo, so you can't have a go at me for this. You may notice there's very few games on the Model 2 that I'm actually decent at. But that's just video games in general for you, I guess. And the original Honey, yeah, I always play as Honey. Honey's my favourite. You may notice I'm very spammy as well, you know, I play with that incredible playstyle, and by incredible, I mean not incredible at all. Yeah, you can change the region setting in the test options. I normally, it depends, if like they have tons of Japanese text in them, I'll normally change the region. I'll normally change the region to like US if there's a ton of text in the game, but this one literally has no text, so I may as well keep it on Japanese. And yeah, don't claim to be Ravseg. Smash Bros isn't a fighting game. Yes it is. You also notice I won't get very far. I'll only get like maximum up to about round 3. I want to get good at this game, but I'm just not good at like side-scroller fighters at all. But then again, I'm not good at Smash Bros either, so I can't use that as an excuse. For those of you tuning in, this might be the most painful stream you've ever watched. It's Viper plays a ton of game genres that he's not familiar with. Realistic races and fighting games. Because that was what mostly was on the Model 2. But they're great games anyway, I'm just not very good at them. Like some of the absolute classics from the Sega lineup were released on this. So, if memory serves correctly, Fighting Vipers was released in 2000? No, that's not even close. Fighting Vipers was released in 1995, and it wasn't very successful in 1995 if I remember correctly, but later went on to be one of the best grossing games of 1996 in arcades. Plan to get this game next with my Model 2 to Saturn collection with Pepsi Man, of course. Yeah, I actually have this on Saturn. I've rarely touched it on Saturn because I don't know why. If I ever get the itch to play this game, which is so very rare, I'll boot up this version because it's the arcade original. And yeah, this is like the extent of how far I'll get in this game, no matter how many credits I have. Pepsi Man. Yeah, exactly. This is Pepsi the stage right here. It's so much Pepsi, like, it's ridiculous. Like, I think they might have had a marketing deal. I'm not really sure, but it's plausible. Also, I find it really odd here that that Pepsi are actually in this game, you know. Or like Pepsi advertised for this game around the same time Pepsi Man came out on the PS1. It's like, why did they choose to develop it for the PS1 if they wanted to do a ton of times with Sega? Which doesn't make any sense to me. Oh no! Oh, that was sly, that one. Nice thing is, thanks to the power of emulation, I mean legitimate gameplay, I have I have real credits that I can put in. You know, I'm totally putting in a quartet right now. Yeah, marketing deal, and of course they're not in it when you set the region to US or export. Yeah, I don't know. It's just odd in general. Like, of all the games you'd think would have a marketing tie-in, Fighting Vipers isn't one of the ones I think of. And also, yes, I'm well aware of the irony that the GIF in the top right corner wasn't from a Model 2 game. But it fit too well because Fighting Vipers engine, Daytona was... Oh, both Fighting Vipers and Daytona were on the Model 2, even though Fighters Mega Mix wasn't. I'm useless at this game, like really bad at it. Barely even like 3 seconds in and I already got hit. This is video games at its finest. The strange thing is, when I was playing this earlier to make sure that the ROM was working, I'd actually somehow got a perfect here. Like, I don't know how that happened. I hate that. He always does that damn move. Oh, the temptation to say something not PG right now. Just tuning in, this is Fights into Streams. We're playing you the music of Sega's fighting games. I'm actually called Ravsig, fun fact. It's a draw, so I lose. Right, okay, how does that work? Whatever, on to the next game. Oh my. If you're watching the VOD, I'm incredibly sorry. You don't deserve this. But up next is a game from a series I love, but a game that I actually don't care that much for. Up next is... House. No, that's not it, because I just remembered I have to restart the emulator, and now the emulator isn't working. So up next is House. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Maybe House of the Dead. So I'm actually going to change the region of this. Thank you for reminding me, Electric. I can't remember how to do it. No. I can't actually remember how to navigate the menus with the light gun, do I? Nope, okay, whatever. Let's start, okay, let's start. First chapter, Tragedy. Mission, Japanese characters. So this is the start of the House of the Dead series, and it's incredibly cheesy. Use the F keys, okay, I didn't know what it was on. So it's an incredibly cheesy, unlike the actual House of the Dead, or not actual, unlike later House of the Dead games, it takes itself a lot more seriously. And like, the main issue I have with this game, actually, is how much ammo it takes to do anything. Like, it can sometimes take a full round to take out zombies, which is way too much in my opinion. I guess in terms of shooters, I much prefer... You can change the blood to red, huh, interesting. But I guess in terms of shooters on the Model 2, I much prefer Virtua Cop. That's much more my style in this case. But this is certainly good. I appreciate the music, I appreciate what they were going for, but House of the Dead 2 did it so much better.
Logan, it's you!
Later, how's the dev game serious? Have you not played Overkill? Well, I meant they weren't serious. I think I probably just said it wrong. Another thing to add to the fail list for this stream. I actually pressed reload, but you don't want to. Okay, sure thing. You mean the service keeper is on F1? Ah, okay. I don't know, because I normally remap the keys for every other game, but I didn't for this one. Obviously, because this uses the mouse, so there was no need to. But that's why I didn't know whether anything was on. Oh. What even is reloading at this point? Like, I reload... Or I press the button and it just... You know what, let's just stop making excuses. Let's just say I'm bad. Then again, I've been saying that the entire stream. Test button's F2, yeah, that's what I press to get into the menu. I keep pressing the reload button, but it doesn't reload. Reload. Okay, right, sure. Had so much time to react to that right there. You get like a grand total of about 4 seconds to react to anything. And despite the fact that I was literally firing right at him. You have to reload so much in this game, it's ridiculous. I think this is a better tactic, just rapidly spam both buttons. Then again, that doesn't seem to work either. Nothing really works well. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Yeah, like, I'm using the default window size though, is the issue. I give up though, genuinely. It seemed a lot more accurate when I was actually playing Virtua Cop because I didn't really have any issues there. But maybe it's just a little less precise, I don't know. Now that I know that I'm stupid. Now that I know that the pointer's wonky, it's made it a lot easier. Because now I know I need to aim slightly to where the pointer actually is, if that makes sense. It's just slightly outside of it. That makes it everything nicer. I know you have this on the Saturn. Is the Saturn version any good, actually? I never really hear much about the Saturn version. That boy's pretty rough. Okay. Yeah, that's probably a reason why people don't talk about it then. Playable, I guess, obviously, like, arcade is, like, the best. Then I guess after that it's probably PC and then Saturn last.
That boy. Sophie, are you okay?
I was so scared.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's complete luck whether I actually hit the midpoint or not. Oh, I love those white flashes. But occasionally I actually get lucky and I basically hit it. A lot of continues are going to be eaten up here. Oh yeah, by the way, I guess look away if you have epilepsy, although it's a bit too late now, let's be fair. Basically, Chancellor's needed more time to polish the port, and then Sega basically released an unfinished but playable build of it. It's not as if Sega has released unreleased builds of games before and after this event. I don't get the logic behind that. I guess to meet deadlines, but sometimes they do it just like in the middle of the summer, so it's not even like they're rushing for the Christmas market or something. I don't know. Anyway, that was House of the Dead, and if I go here, oh, next is another video game. I don't know which one it will be. So up next is... Well, okay, I don't have anything for ages, so up next is SEGA Rally Championship. Actually, wait, this is the wrong version. If I go here, how about Wave Runner? I don't have that at the moment, although that would be towards the end anyway. So, yeah, I meant to load the Revision B one, because that was the one that I was messing with earlier. Even though I have Revision A, I forgot. So, we're going to go for Championship. And if you thought I was bad at Daytona, you got another thing coming. So, I like this game, I'm just not very good at it.
3, 2, 1.
And, like, I think I'm slightly better, but, like, there's really not that much in it, to be honest. So, Sega Rally Championship, I actually can't remember when it was released, so I can't give you that information. I believe around 1996? That's a guesstimate. Yeah, Sega Rally once again has some absolutely great tunes in the background. The series is well known for that. You know, you got obviously the well known My Dear Friend Rally, but you've also got these stage themes and themes from the other games in the series. But what a tune this is in the background. Even when I brake, I still just can't do anything correctly. Like there. We need Viper to ride that sheep. I actually forgot to download that as well. I downloaded a ton of stuff this morning, and then I was like, about half an hour before the show, I was like, oh, I forgot about some stuff, I should probably download it, so I did. But then I forgot all the good stuff, like Man X, even though that's a dreadful game, so I don't know why I used the term good. Cleared 11th. Yeah, advanced is probably where I'm going to get stuck now. 2, 1, go. And advanced is pretty much always where I get stuck because that time limit is really quite steep. Especially for someone who's bad like me. You know, I can hold up on like kart races well enough, but when it's like actual realistic racing games, I am like really bad. Why is this in first person? Because it's the mode it automatically goes into, and plus I actually find it nicer to drive in first person personally, so that's why I have it like this. Desert Tank? Well, I mean, I've probably already gone past Desert Tank, but I mean, currently, like, looking at the time, I think we got quite a bit more. Oh, that was close. This is the furthest I've ever got, so I don't know the track beyond this point. But yeah, if I were to do Desert Tank, I'd come back to it at the end, because I sense we're going to have quite a bit of spare time at the end, because we're already into S, and we're not even an hour into the stream. In fact, we're only 35 minutes into the stream, to put some perspective in it. Time is up, I am not shocked. Obviously the classic Game Over tune, more classic than the Daytona one, that one. Game Over, yeah. So, since you haven't seen it, we'll go to Expert here. Not promising anything once again.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, it's like a quite fun little game. I'd like to get into it more, honestly.
Easy right. Easy left. Check. Heady left.
Also sung by Takadude. It is true. It is by Takadude.
Medium right, maybe.
This is the type of game that makes me glad I got a Game Over. That's true. They made Game Overs fun, unlike most games where you just get like a black screen, like please enter more money, so because you game overed. But this one makes it fun. GAMEOVERGAMVO. I spelled that wrong. Whatever. I'm glad I spent all that time saying it and then just said it wrong at the end.
Medium left. Medium right. Check one. Easy left, maybe. Easy left, maybe. Long medium right.
Oh, okay, got thrown around that corner right there. Or the continuous screen in Ninja Gaiden Arcade. Yikes. I have no clue what the continuous screen is like there. Please enlighten me. Oh, I actually made the checkpoint. But I won't make the next one, because 15 seconds is not enough time to do a lap.
Easy right. Easy left. Check one. Heady left. Medium right, maybe. Long easy left. Caution, hairpin right. Wow.
Great stuff. Yeah, there was a arcade version of Ninja Gaiden. I don't know, like, platformers don't really seem suited to the arcade, but I feel like that's just me, personally.
Easy left, maybe.
Like, that becomes evident by the fact that the Model 2 has 0 platformer games, as far as I'm aware. Actually, it probably does, I'm making that up again. But all the good Model 2 games are on platformers, at least. Yeah, Game Over, yeah. That was Sega Rally Championship. And up next is something else. In fact, I think it's another racing game. Yikes. Yeah, I was correct. Up next is Sega Touring Car Championship. No, it's not, because there's missing files. It's almost as if I download these ROMs so I can actually play them, not just for it to spit out that there's missing files. Okay, there we go, that's better. Let's just do this. Oh, I actually haven't set up the controls for this one because I just downloaded this, so give me a second here. That was not a Uganda Knuckles meme. If you even dare speak of that, I won't do anything, but still. Nice colours background. Yeah, it is a nice colours background, actually, Jamie. Thanks for the sarcasm. Start is on that. Coins on that. There we go, okay. So, now that we've done that, we can actually go to here. We'll set this to USA. Yeah, let's do birds, why not? Exit. Let's go. Okay. Loading time. So, Electric Boogaloo says, basically in the screen... I can't say that, sorry. Winners don't use drugs. Hey, here it goes. What a tune. And also, do you reckon that website's still up? Yeah, basically in that screen, Ryu, Hayabushi's, that's what I meant to say. Hayabusa's about to be sliced via power tool. When the countdown hits 0, the screen hits red just before it happens. Great. That took much more effort than they should have to read that out. I absolutely love this tune. Don't Drop Me from a Sega Touring Car is underrated Eurobeat right there. So, really don't give me enough time to choose a car here. So I'm gonna go with this. So, my name is... I'm not going to put it as Viper, actually, because Viper won't fit, so I'm going to put it as my real name. See, look, my real name fits into every arcade high score leaderboard, so it's a good thing that I have a three-letter name. Ow, that is so incredibly loud. Jeez, those sound effects, though. I know the trick is to slow down, but I don't play like that. I don't play by the rules, yeah. Check Sega Woodski out later. Yeah, I don't have that either, actually. I could download it though. Qualifying heat is over. Ouch. Why is this so loud? I'm going to turn it down specifically for this game. What? What a tune. Hang on, I just realised this is so high, isn't it? This isn't Don't Drop Me. Whoops. I'm making more mistakes again. Yeah, it's made for multiple speakers, actually, isn't it? I forgot that was the thing. Even still, like, you'd think, considering it's emulation, they'd probably, like, turn that off. Eighth! Wow, I really did my best right there. That was the biggest ouch of them all. Tune here as well. Yeah, once again, another racing game. There's not really too much to say about it, I guess. I don't know the release date for this one either. I meant to open up a tab for this one so I could actually read some info on it, but I forgot. Ow. How about Pilot Kids then? Once again, we've already gone past it, but because I'm going in alphabetical order, as I said, but I'll come back to it probably. Once again, we're already in S's and we're not even an hour in, so anything could happen. Yeah, not really that much of an exciting game over screen. But yeah, that was Sega Touring Car Championship. I got a few things to check out, but I'm gonna leave it on advertise mode for now. So I know it's lagging a bit, but that's because I just opened my browser. That flipping wind just won't quit. It's been fine here actually, the wind. In fact, there hasn't really even been that much snow for a while. But yeah, that snow here in the UK has been absolutely insane. So deep. Just like this law. Oh, can you imagine it's like playing full blast at an arcade? It'd be incredible. So much lag, oh my goodness. Come on, thank you. Okay, so one of them's finished. The other one's just taking ages. Okay, there we go. So that in mind, we're going to be taking a bit of a detour now. So the next game we're going to be looking at will be, if I can find it. I actually went past it earlier. Sega Ski Super G. So let me just configure my controls. I have no clue like what's some good controls for this, if I'm honest. I don't know. None of these are very descriptive, like, at all. Like, what does what. Okay, so this is Sega Ski Super G, and let's look up some info on it while we wait.
Super G.
So, I probably should have changed the region, but I didn't. So instead, let's just leave the attract mode on for a bit. So it was a skiing arcade video game released by Sega in 1996. The game was built on the Model 2 arcade hardware. An appropriate time to release it, you know, considering games about a sport which takes place in snow, and it was snowing at the time. I know, I really do think outside the box. Why is my coins not working right now?
Please select a race.
Yes. One of them.
Please select the course.
Yes, once again, one of them. Blah 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 blah.
Round one. Night Valley. Ready?
So I have no clue what I'm doing. And I have no clue how to control this either. That's inverted. Wow. The most excellent deduction right there. Text is in Japanese, but the voice is in English. I don't know, it's like very common for arcade game, or in general. I guess they want to make it international friendly, so it's as easy as possible to port to other regions. They just make the voices English. It'll be nice to play something that isn't a racing game in a bit. And by that I mean we'll be playing a fighting game in about two games time actually. But this time it's actually a fighting game I'm decent at. Dead or Alive? No, it's not Dead or Alive. But as I said, we're in the S's, so that should give you a decently good hint as to what it is. Wow, that was close.
Challenge next course. World Series, round 2. White Forest. Ready?
So I mean, this like is fun, but the controls feel really off. That's because obviously it wasn't made to be played on a DualShock 4. I feel like when they were designing this in 1996, they weren't thinking, oh yes, people 20 years into the future are going to be using this on a PS4 controller for a console that hasn't even been released yet. In fact, we're only on PS1 at the moment. I don't think there was that much future-proofing involved in making this game. Obviously, I feel like if you play this on an arcade cabinet, this would be incredibly fun. But it's just really awkward to control. And again, it's not that bad. It's just like using the joysticks here, really. Oh, that was not a shock. Well, the arcade's controls with ski pedals you step on. Well, yeah, I guess considering that the type of game, it probably would be something like that. Yeah, this doesn't make you happy to get a game over, Jamie. You may have noticed a common theme for a lot of Model 2 games is they'll only have 3 rounds. I don't know why. They just tend to have 3 rounds. That was a SEGA Ski Super G. And up next is another SEGA, racing game. I say SEGA because it was like officially released under the SEGA branding. So with that in mind, let's look at SEGA Water Ski. Once again, going to need to configure the controls. That should work. What does this mean? Like, English? I'm just really confused. That seems like it will work. When you see the warning sign, the warning screen, you know it's a good start. When you see no music, that's a good start as well.
Please select the player.
Yes.
Selected. Please select the course.
Why can't I select anything? When you see no music, Rosman. Yes. I don't know if you've noticed. Press 1. Yeah, when I press start though on my controller, despite the fact I set start, it just doesn't do anything. Well, this is absolutely cracking gameplay, judging by the fact that it's not working. Like, controls are just unresponsive. Sure, I guess. Hang on, I am stupid. I just realised what I did. Whoops. Whoop. Yeah, I guess I do tricks on the jump pads. There we go. Once again, a little bit awkward to emulate, but you know, obviously emulation wasn't the key focus here. I pressed jump, but sure, let's just not register it. Whee. Another game that's not on the RS playlist, that's true. I need to track down a copy of the soundtrack here, because the soundtrack is quite nice. And if I track down one, then I'll put it on the playlist. We are missing quite a few Model 2 games actually, as you pointed out to me, Electric, so look into that. How many games are on the playlist? Thousands, Jamie. Including thousands of fairly high profile ones as well. Stuff like Crazy Taxi. Or the original Crazy Taxi, which you're not allowed to have on the playlist. Whew. Still somehow going. I think this is the longest I've gone in any of the racing games without getting game over. Did have an album release along with Motor Raid. Huh, in that case I'll look for the album release. Let's once again enter my real name. Nope, that's not apparently. Okay. Yeah, start doesn't actually work. Nice. Okay, it's quicker to go this way. I've learnt my lesson. Way 60-second. Whoo! I'm proud of that. No, I'm not. I'm joking.
Game over. Okay, make sure you come back again.
Da-na-na.
Please select the player.
And that was Sega Waterski. And up next, I think, potentially, because I can't remember. Up next is... Yes, a game that I can semi-actually play. This is Sonic Fighters, also known as Sonic Championship, because it's known as Sonic Championship in the US. And I actually do have some experience with this game, unlike all of the other games on this episode. Because I have actually beaten this a few times, and Metal Sonic's the only part where I really struggle on. Otherwise, I'm fine with this game, really. I have actually a memory of this game, because the first time I really properly played it was on Xbox Live. I played it on the Gems Collection before that. And ironically, I remember buying it on Xbox Live when the day it was like pouring it down with snow. So it's an ironic day to come back to this one, considering, you know, the Beast from the East and all that. With that in mind, this is Sonic Championship, also known as Sonic the Fighters in Japan, and pretty much internationally. This is seriously like one of the best advertised themes of any of all the Model 2 games. As I've mentioned before, but I don't really mention a lot, to be honest. Sonic the Fighters is one of my absolute favourite Sonic soundtracks, easily like top 3. fantastic. Choosing one song from this game for tomorrow's show was incredibly difficult. So, but I did eventually choose one. But it was a difficult process with so many fantastic tunes in this game. But I don't mind, let's stop waffling and let's get into the action. Of course I'm going to play as Sonic himself because he's my favourite to play as in this game. Starting it off with a bang, this is South Island, and if I remember correctly, Sonic the Fighter was released in 1996, and it's actually based off the Virtua Fighter 2 engine, which in turn, the Fighting Vipers engine, which I believe in turn had like some relations to the Virtua Fighter 2 engine. Initially, what I believe was this started off as an experiment. So, if you actually look in the data of Fighting Vipers, there's still like a Sonic character model, as well as I believe like somewhat of a Tails character model left over. Left in the data, and there's also a model of Izuka for some reason in the game. But yeah, that just, I don't know, they started off with an experiment in putting Sonic and Fighting Vipers, and eventually it just sort of spun off into its own thing, really. Amy always likes to shield, like she likes to get rid of all her shields in one go, which makes my life a lot easier. You may notice I tend to do the same moves a lot, but whatever gets you through the arcade mode gets you through it. That's the logic I operate on. I didn't mean to do that like repeatedly, but whatever. Let's see what that was. All the stage locations are really cool as well. Like, this is obviously, in case you could tell, easily my favourite Model 2 game, and it's the one I have the most experience with, because only one that I've played a significant amount before this stream. Wish you mentioned Jellicoe's Super GT 24 hour earlier. Eh, there's always times to play more Model 2. You don't have to do it all in this stream. Oh. All I can think of now when I hear this track is the Mitsuyoshi remix, which obviously is on tomorrow night's show, because like, we couldn't have a show without a bit of Mitsuyoshi, specifically a Model 2 show without a bit of Mitsuyoshi. I can't speak. Yeah, you spelled it wrong, Jamie. It's Dr. Robotnik with a C in this game, because they really cannot spell for the life of them. And yeah, there are 8 Chaos Emeralds. I guess it was just helped the plot a lot more. And yeah, see, Electrix pointed it out right there. See, look, you both messed something up, so therefore, none of you in the right here. I'm so used to playing this game with an arcade stick that it feels weird playing it with a normal controller, because I bought an arcade stick just for this game. That's sort of how sad I am. No, it wasn't just for this game, that's a lie. I mainly bought it for emulation, because I wanted to make I wanted to have an arcade stick for the RetroPie. But mainly it ended up getting used for this game specifically. And it really having a fight stick in general really benefits fighters like more than I ever possibly imagined. Like, obviously, I always knew that was the ideal way to play it, but I was like, it's not necessary. But no, it really is. I finally realised, having played Sonic the Fighters of all games, made me realise that. Okay, I'm just going to go with the tried and true method, which is spin dash. Nope. Okay. Note taken. That's a good way to finish him off, though. Oh, I think this is a contender for one of my favourites in terms of music. I don't know, this stage in particular always kind of reminds me of Fighting Vipers. I don't know why Fighting Vipers, because does it really have a stage like this? I don't think it does. it just feels very Fighting Vipers AM2-esque, and obviously it feels AM2-esque because this game was AM2. Yeah, a lot of the enemies in arcade mode are annoying to deal with, so spin dash, spin dash, spin dash, spin dash. Good lord, spin dash. No. And that wonderful Casino Night music, indeed, Jamie. Let's go, because this is Casino Night. Yeah, like, one thing with Fang is he should be fairly difficult, but his only attack really consists of those damn pop screw, or like the pop gun. But the issue is, if you have a character that can spin dash, they can just spin dash under the pop gun. You sort of get where this is going, don't you? I actually didn't put this track in the show, but Jamie requested it, so it's technically in there. Same director, yeah, all makes sense. Oh, he tricked me. The tried and true method. Trued? The tried and true method. It's just the easiest way to deal with everyone in this game, because the AI in this game is dreadful. Like, it's so unfairly difficult, and I guess that's on purpose, because it's meant to sort of, you know, nick your money. But I don't know. It's in some places it's unfairly difficult. Like, it's not sort of arcade difficult. It's like difficult due to bad AI. Like, Tails has that grab move which does half your health bar in one go that he does a lot. Metal Sonic, every move does half your health bar. You may see an issue with that in a bit. Yeah, there's like, can you not? Yeah, it's Dynamite Ducks, exactly. Being the Dynamite is obviously a reference to Dynamite Ducks. Yeah, like, the AI is just so very cheap here. And also, once you get to the final stage, look at Sonic. We get to fight Sonic, except we're playing as him, so instead we just get this nice clone. And I actually really like this. I remember, like, back in the day, there was all those videos showing how to unlock Dark Sonic in this game. And, like, you had to plug a tube, or you had to plug a second player in, and then you had to hover over Sonic, then you had to hover off him, and all that, just to be able to play as him. But in my opinion, worth it, because I love playing as him, even though it's so difficult to do. He just looks really cool. See, normally I would be a bit more diverse with the moves, but at this point I just don't really care. Oh, I don't like Metal Sonic at all. Well, I like Metal Sonic, I don't like his boss fight. His boss fight is bad. Why is Sonic stage on a giant plane? I have no clue. Okay, so there's a little bit of an exploit in his AI. Basically, if you jump and then keep hitting him, sometimes it works, sometimes it won't, but it's like the easiest way to cheese him. Look at how much damage that does, it's ridiculous. Like, the exploit works somewhat, but it's not like foolproof. And then obviously you can just get screwed over like that attack. Yep, and that's game over. That's what I mean. All of his attacks do a ridiculous amount of damage. So if you hit any of them, you can kiss that one goodbye. Like, look at that. Already half my health bar gone, and it's only 5 seconds in. Most of my health bar gone, and we're only 10 seconds in. Oh my god. This is what I mean. We're going to be here for a while, so get comfy. Comfy? Yeah, that works. Comfy. No! Thank you. Thank you, though. That was... Getting to play Super Sonic is a pain, it really is, which is why I never do it, because Metal Sonic's so damn difficult that you'll never get to play as him anyway. Always gets my heart racing right here. Because, like, stuff like that, like, you just lose so much damage. Thank you. That took way less tries than I actually thought it was going to. So, after that, you'd think the final boss would be stupidly difficult, but... Death Egg 2 will explode in 28 seconds. Yeah, I've played a Super Sonic once myself as well, and as you said, pure luck. Okay, are you ready for the button spam? Here we go. The funny thing is, though, they spell Robotnik right here, so I don't know what went wrong. Come on, get up, get up. Thank you. You're like, they spell Robotnik right here, but they don't spell it right on the title screen. AKA the one that more people are going to see, because not everyone's going to be able to get to the end, but everyone's going to watch the title screen. Localization wasn't the best in these days, let's just say that. And there goes my messages on my phone. Yeah, Sonic the Fighters is a cool little game, fun little game, but incredibly cheap game at that. Not cheap as in price, cheap as in how the characters move. Also, these are clips from your actual play, or from the actual play session. I can tell because I remember doing these. And you may notice towards the end, I just stopped caring and all of them are spin dashes. Presented by SEGA. Once again, since this is an arcade, it can only store 3 letters, so let's go with my real name. Yeah, I've done better before, like look at that, 520. On top of that, I didn't spam that time. Ding. So that was Sonic the Fighters, aka Sonic Championship, and now it's time to go on to something else, and it's not Super GT 24 Hour. I regret to inform you, Electric Boogaloo. But instead, it is going to be whatever's next on my list. Top Skater. So this is more specifically the export version, and nope, that's the wrong one. Whoops. I went to click on Top Skater, and then I accidentally clicked on the one above it. Whoops. So, Top Skater, let me just configure my controls. Okay, this already looks like a pain to control, I can tell you right now. Top Skater from the director of Crazy Taxi, that is true. Very... actually, no, they're quite similar in terms of types of games. Oh, what a tune to start this off with.
Are you ready?
Yeah, that's because it uses an actual skateboard, exactly, Electric. This also rivals. This also rivals probably the best Model 2 advertised mode, along with Sega Touring Kart and Sonic the Fighters. It's like, this is so good. Yeah, it's true, yeah, they did switch to Coca-Cola. Like, in general, they tend to favour Coke nowadays over Pepsi, which is really odd. And yeah, so Sega went. You both said the same thing at the same time.
Everybody jump on. Alright, select the investigator's session. Now select the skater who
Okay, brilliant. So none of my controls are working right off the bat. Whoops. I have absolutely no clue what buttons I should put on where. Yeah, like, just absolutely... Okay, so that's what I meant to do. I didn't want to choose him, but whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Skater's Session, presented by Coca-Cola. Look who we've got, guests. Yeah, it's Kenta, sponsored by Airwalk.
Why the controls are always reversed in these games?
Cool.
Top Skater does have a great soundtrack though, so I can appreciate that.
Shots fired there. Ow. Hey, going the wrong way. Going the wrong way.
Because it's an arcade game, Jamie, that's why there's product placements.
What a trick. Never knew such a trick was possible. Oh, man.
What even is this cornering right now?
Great air. Absolutely wild. Can't wait to
Like, nothing just wants to work. Like, sometimes randomly it will decide to turn the right way, and then other times it won't want to turn the right way. Like, once again, I feel like I'm probably meant to set something up, which I haven't.
Never knew such a trick was possible. Some extraordinary shots fired there. Gnarly. Ow. Oh. What a trick. Never knew.
Some of these games are not fun to emulate, and that's obviously because they weren't meant to be, but I'm still pushing myself to the limit anyway. It's like this stream was planned ahead in advance. It mostly was. There were just some games, and they happened to be the games that required incredible motion controls, weren't planned in advance, and I didn't know half of them required such motion controls. And also, a lot of Model 2 games have an obsession with time limits, as you can tell. I'm just jumping now because there's nothing else I can do at this point. Whoa, it's almost as if I actually, you know, intended to do that trick. I didn't. Spoilers. Time's up. What a shocker.
Game over.
So that was Top Skater. I'm not going to torture myself by playing any more of that. So up next is Virtua Cop. Okay, I can deal with it. But I say I can deal with that. I actually quite like Virtua Cop, so I can deal with that, and I will quite happily deal with that. So let's do it. Okay, already got some credits in there. So we're going to go to the beginner stage. Remember to recalibrate the gun. It honestly worked fine for this game, like when I was testing it. Like, it's not entirely accurate, but you don't need to be as accurate as you do in House of the Dead. Yeah, Virtua Cop is very fun in my opinion. I like this one. In fact, this was one of the ones for some reason, because like my first exposure to this was obviously the Sega Superstars Tennis minigame, and I really enjoyed that one. So this is the first time I've actually played the proper game, and it's incredibly fun. I want to play more. In fact, I should probably get a Saturn light gun, because that'd be fun. And isn't it on... I think this is how fuzzy my memory is at this point. I think the second one's on Dreamcast. My memory's so very fuzzy because it's been a year since I've had to cover Dreamcast stuff now. Because, yes, the Dreamcast hour has been over for a year now. Yeah, in general, this is quite fun. I'd like to play more, honestly. Justice Shot. Justice Shot. Justice Shot. Yeah, Virtual Cop 2 is on Sega Smash Pack, that's what I thought. I knew it was a standalone release as well, but I couldn't remember if it was on the Smash Pack as well.
Help me.
It's like fun to play on a mouse, but this would honestly be so much more fun to play on an actual light gun, because that's sort of half the challenge, and also having a replica gun, firing it instead of just clicking a button on the mouse would be cool. I'm losing tons of health. I'm too busy trying to focus on shooting people I'm not meant to shoot. I should probably stop that. PC version of Virtual Cop 1 is pretty decent. Huh. Then again, like, I imagine this is pretty much the same as playing it on the PC, considering you're playing it with a mouse anyway. So is Virtual Cop 2. Yeah, that would probably be easier to emulate. So I'd probably play the PC version of that then instead, because easier emulation is what I'd like. Reloading's my enemy, except it works a lot better than it did in House of the Dead here. That's a lot of people. Except in PC Virtual Cop 1, you have to press the reload button twice. Ouch, that does not sound like fun. I guess glitch, or was it on purpose? Whoops. Thankfully those games work on modern Windows. Nice, no patches. And here comes the wind. Like the wind, ha 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 ha, good Sega fun. Shoot inside the screen? No. I'll not shoot inside the screen. Oh, it was on purpose. That's such a weird decision, like, compared to the arcade version. Shoot the civilians? No. Okay, let's see if I can do this quick. Because I want to turn the volume up. Oh, that expertise. You somehow turned the volume up while not getting shot. Shotgun. I don't think I got to this point before when I was playing, so this is new to me. I'd read your message, but my sound thing is currently blocking over my chat room. Whoops. I'm being so wasteful with my ammo right now. I'm a good guy. I wouldn't shoot the civilians unless I really feel like it or my aim is off. Uh-oh. Oh, you might need to patch Virtual Cop 2 on Windows 10 to get rid of the menu bar. Whoops. Whoops again. I'm taking so much damage right now. What a great death. So I believe this is the first arcade gun game in real polygonal 3D. Huh. One for the yearbooks. So there we go, that was stage 1, and that was Virtua Cop. Yeah, he did. He gotcha! That was Virtua Cop, and up next is... We're quite close to the end, and I'm fairly certain I know what it is. Okay, so not what I thought it is. This is Virtua Striker. No, it's not, because the emulator just crashed. This is awkward. Let's try it again. Unless it's revision A? Yeah, okay, it is revision A. I thought I downloaded revision B. No, Virtua Cop 2, no, because we showed off the first one. So I thought that was good enough. Nope, okay. It's just frozen on me. This is a good emulator, but then again, it's still better than MAME. If you could, like, unfreeze sometime soon, that'd be nice. Come on. Come on. Nope, it's not going to unfreeze, is it? Windows 10 is a good operating system. Like, it's frozen and it won't let me... There, okay. Look, you get to see all my stuff on my desktop, which I didn't want you to see, but the emulators just decided to stop showing the splash screen. Let's try that again. There we go. Better. I'm guessing I need to go into the setup menu to enable sound. And of course, going to represent here. Got to represent by going England, and I have no clue how to play Virtua Striker, so... Well, I played it like a normal football game, and it actually sort of worked. Good start, really. Once again, good start, really. One thing I'm very thankful for is, surprisingly, I thought I'd never say this, the controls are actually semi-faithful to FIFA, which I actually know the controls to. First Virtua Striker game never got ported until the PS3 360, and in Japan only, of course. Of course, because it makes perfect sense. Like to port the first Virtua Striker game instead of making a new one in an age where FIFA is released every year. Oh my... I'm still like trying to figure out the controls, if I'm honest. It's not something you want to be saying when you're trying to score goals, but that's what I'm saying. The US is really dominating here. Yes, this is the US after all, because of course the US are well known for their soccer expertise. And like, if you catch up, if you catch up. Okay, so is that how I switch? No. How do I switch? Or is it just random, like, based on who it wants me to be. LOL soccer, yes, but they call it soccer. So we must respect the US, even if they will not respect our need to call it football. Oh, that was dirty, but it worked. No, shooting outside the box wasn't a good idea either. I'm not sure what compelled me to do that. I guess it was that desperation to actually get somewhere near the goal. Because I can't see anywhere in front of me. That is a slight issue, funnily enough.
Lost time.
Yeah, just go for his legs. Just go for his legs at this point. Just put it in some... Whatever. I'm not salty about it.
Time up.
At least I didn't score another goal.
First match. England versus
Once again, I wonder how this is going to start.
kick off.
Is there like another camera angle or something? Because this is really frustrating to play. And also being able to switch players would be nice instead of just the one they keep assigning me to, which is actually nowhere near the ball most of the time. Sega Saturn adverts, even though this game didn't come out for Saturn. I guess it was...
Throw in.
Where was my player? That's what I mean, they just put you near someone who's absolutely nowhere near the goal. Not goal, near the ball. Yeah. Wow, I actually got it without someone tackling me for more than 2 seconds. Look, this is what I mean, I'm nowhere near the ball most of the time. Yeah, go on, son, go on. I'm actually semi near the box. And I actually got into the box, that is a surprise. Keeping the ball is an absolute miracle. Someone will take it off you almost immediately every single time. No, I just don't recall pressing the button after the ball was passed. Come on. Shoot! Oh. Crop.
Corner kick.
I have absolutely no clue what any button does, because obviously I don't have those coloured buttons. Yes.
Kick. Lost time.
I'll choose my way to number 1. I am number 17. I am number 7. That's probably about where I'd rank if I actually continued this game.
Time.
Anyway, that was Virtua Striker.
Rush.
3. Oh, the music in this, yeah, it does have some great music here. Now, with that in mind, we are going to go on to the final game of tonight, because I think around an hour and a half would be a nice point for this episode. So we are going to go on to a game which, once again, shocker of the year, I suck at. And this is one that I think someone will get angry at me for being this bad at. But, one, it's difficult to emulate, and I say difficult, no it's not. It's just me being really bad. And most importantly, two, it's a very good game, but a game I suck at. Here we go. It is time for some Virtual On Cyber Troopers, or Cyber Troopers Virtual On, as it's a bit more commonly known as. So I have absolutely no clue who I should play as, because I don't play this game often. Why not? And of course, it's not on the playlist. I'll work on it once again.
Flooded city.
Yeah, the way I've emulated this is really awkward. Because this is meant for like a dual arcade sort of, dual arcade stick basically. This is not that, in case you couldn't tell. I'm using a PS4 controller and it emulates horribly. Like, if anyone wants to send me some twin sticks, go right ahead, you can do that. Because it would make this so much nicer. At least we've got some great music, that is true, this game has some good music. Virtual On is one of those games that I'd like to get good at, because when you can actually play it properly, it's really fun, but this is not fun to play at all, because the controls are dreadful. I will pick up the 360 version though, at some point, because obviously they'll fix the controls in that version, because it's an official release. Because this is really fun. Like, I want to play more of this. I don't want to play more of Virtual On with wonky controls like I'm currently doing though. Somehow won that, just by luck I guess. Give it on the Saturn, that's true, I should get it on the Saturn, and in fact at one point I was getting it on the Saturn, but I, for some reason, backed out of it. Oh, go backwards. Can you not emulate the twin stick controls of the PS4 controller? That's what I'm doing, but it worked really awkwardly. Like, I have this set up like twin sticks, but it just does not work the way it was intended to. Whoops. That was not a smart idea at all. Because now I'm going to die. Yay, death. Yay. No, I'm not. Never mind. How lied. As Electric said earlier, it's almost as if this stream had preparation, but I actually did play this one earlier. Like, it is semi-playable once you get used to it, but it's not fun. It's quite painful. But, yeah, I could play the Saturn version, but that'd be cheating, because that's not the Model 2 version. Okay, so let's see if I can, like, maybe get past level 3, and then after that we'll end off. Oh, no. Close for a second. No, okay. Really does not want me to do this.
Get ready.
Dashing right away would have been the sensible approach to this, but you should check out more obscure games for the Model 2. Yeah, I should have, but I haven't, because I want to end this episode off after this, because now at 40, as I said, nice time for this. But I'll probably end up playing some of them, I just won't showcase them, and yep, I'm going to keep losing. I don't know if you can tell.
Get ready.
Whoa, I almost scored a hit there. Whoa, I'm actually playing semi-decently. What happened? What suddenly changed? No! It's all gone down the pan. Oh no! It was all going so well as well. There was an attempt. But anyway, that was Sega's lineup on the Model 2, and that was the Topical Presort. I apologise for, quite honestly, how naff that episode was, but I'm just really not good at any of the games on the Model 2, really. I sort of expected that to happen, but you know, you have to take these sort of things and run with it, because I saw an opportunity to do a Topical Presort episode, because all the stuff was there. Easy console to record, easy console to emulate, easy in theory. However, the games themselves weren't easy. I was like, oh, this is a good idea, because because like the games are easy to get a hold of. I can record it, and on top of that, I don't know, it seemed like the time was right to do a final Topical Presort for the season. However, that wasn't a good idea. I could say this is the final one, but and I'm not sure how this will pan out, but I do have a plan for one more after this, which will be for the final episode of the season, actually. And I think will be an incredibly fun one, if not a difficult one to commentate on. I'll say that as a little bit of a clue. As for now, thank you so much for watching. If you did tune in, stay tuned, I guess, for Friday's episode of the Topical Resort on Radio SEGA at 7 PM GMT, where we'll be taking a look at SEGA's lineup of Model 2 games. And not taking a look quite literally as in playing them, but you know, just talking about them in hopefully a bit less of an embarrassing fashion. That's now been Green Vaporate. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Peace.